Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is David and this is David's Closet. If you're here, you saw last week's video and I'll throw a little thumbnail up here, and it was part 1 of my super luxury pre-loved haul video where I have 3 handbags to unbox for you. And the first one you saw was my Louis Vuitton Galleria Hobo Tote. Literally filmed that 30 seconds ago. I'm filming all of them in succession. Also, ignore my blemish. I am stressed apparently and I have a zit. So today's video is the second handbag. And since I just filmed, I don't know if I ultimately decided to keep that handbag. Right now I really do think I will. So if for some reason I find out before I post it, well, I have to because they have to be sent back by I think I have 4 more days to send them back because it took forever to arrive. But anyway, I'll let you guys know below here, little text block saying if I kept that one or not. Probably will. I think it's gorgeous. This is my second of 3 handbags, and this is also from Fashion File. Used is the new. Of course it is around here. And here is the beautiful Fashion File bag. Now, I'm going to get right into it. This video will probably be a little bit shorter, just like the last one. I'm going to show it to you, kind of talk about why I picked it, kind of go over just the bag itself, focusing primarily on condition, price, all of that. I will be doing a full review, what fits, comparison, all of that jazz on this handbag later. And if you haven't seen the video I'm talking about, part 1 of this 3-part haul, click below. I will have it linked. It is a beautiful bag, and if you like handbags, you will love it. So here we go. Okay, so this is the Damier Ebene Duomo. And I'll just give you a spin. This Fashion File tag, the bottom, and the top. This bag has been on my wish list for a minute because of Jam from James Jam. So there is an odor. It's not bad. It almost has a very faint, floral. So I don't think it's bad. It could just be old. Who knows? But inside, it is the red microfiber with the old cell phone pocket and then a regular slip pocket and then nothing over here. This bag, I believe, is from 2003. I could be wrong. But look how gorgeous this is. So this one did not come with the clochette or the lock, which is fine because I don't necessarily love dinglies. I don't need the lock. I have lots of locks and things that, frankly, I just don't need. So here is the inside. It looks spotless, not a spot to be seen. The zipper is pretty smooth and in really good shape. There's a few of the teeth that have a little bit of tarnish, which I am going to clean with a tarnish cloth, by the way. So, but I'm going to take care of that later. But let's see here. This bag also has a single D-ring on this side, but there's not one over here. So it's an interesting design because it's not meant to be a shoulder bag, but it's cool. So now on the corners, there are a few nicks in the piping, but the canvas is flawless. So there's another little nick in it there. And then over here is pretty good. The bottom looks really good. The feet say Louis Vuitton Paris on them. And then, the zipper pull looks pretty darn good. It looks barely used. And I just love it. This bag is very similar to a Speedy. Jame has said in several videos and things about how much she loves hers. And I've also heard her say, just in our chat, that if she could go back and have this bag first, she would probably never buy a Speedy. So that says a lot about these bags because we all know how fantastic a Speedy is. So the handles also, again, it has, I don't say again, but it has the Speedy style handles. But if you look at these, I mean, this bag looks like it's probably rarely been worn. Sometimes these will have scratches and scuffs because this leather, though not super shiny, does have a little bit of a sheen to it. I'm currently using this Tiffany & Company bag. So very similar size. The Duomo is a little bit bigger, but it's a little bit structured. You know, it's not like uber structured, but you know what I mean. But I do think it's in pretty good condition. I'm trying to determine the smell. I've said before, I'm very sensitive to odor, so I'm trying to decide, is this a musty smell? I really don't think so. It smells kind of like fruit bubblegum maybe was in it at one point. But I think it's going to be okay. I think with the charcoal pack in here, it'll be perfect. I wouldn't be afraid to use it today. As it is, I really think it would be okay. But I'm just so excited about this. So the reason I bought this bag is because I love it. I think it's gorgeous. Jamie from James Jam has one, and I didn't even know it existed until I saw her video. I don't know, a couple years ago, I feel like. I could be making that up, but she got one, and I was obsessed with it because I love the Speedy. I love bags similar to the Speedy, and this is just that kind of burrow bowling bag, doctor bag kind of style, and I love it. And I love how the strap drop is a little bit bigger than a Speedy, so it fits on my fat arms a little better. And then condition-wise, like I said, this one just was in really, really good shape. Now I know back in the day and when Jane bought hers, I don't remember the exact price, but they were a lot more affordable back in the day. They have increased in price, as everything in the world has, and I paid a little bit more than I wanted for this. So I really, again, ideally I'd love to get something under $400, but I was thinking somewhere between $600 and $800 for this bag, and I got it for smack dab in the middle, $750. So for $750, I was able to snag this. I think it's in really good shape. Like I said, there's a couple of, nicks in the corner of the piping, but I have a couple of other bags that are similar age and the Damier Ebene with the same dark brown leather piping, and unfortunately it does. If it rubs up against something, it's going to get a scratch. And this is also over a 20-year-old bag. I do think this is from 2003 or 2007. I will insert it down here. It's on the Fashion File listing. And I can also try to find the date code. Or in my next video, I will let you know when you watch the review. So let me know what you guys think of this one. Like I said, today's video is going to be a little bit short. There is a little scratch right there. I'm just trying to point out all the flaws here because I haven't bought pre-loved in a while. I've been kind of lucky and been able to buy quite a few new bags. So I want to kind of set expectations again, around what a pre-loved bag really is, what buying them entails, all of those things. And especially now as prices have gone up. Unfortunately, this is kind of the new standard. Right now, there's a couple more of these for sale between the Real and Fashion File, and there's a couple of them over $1,000 in way worse condition with scuffs and scratches. Maybe it has the clochette, but it's really beat up, or it's really misshapen, or it just has extreme wear, or some of them even say they stink. Like I said, this one just smells like a little bit of bubble gum inside, which I'm okay with, because it will also go away. It's very faint. So I figured for $750, this makes a lot of sense. Like I said, I wish I would have bought them years ago. I feel like it was a little over a year ago. Again, my time concept is horrible, but I feel like I saw them for about $500 to $600 max before, and I should have bought one then, and I didn't. And I remember one time I kept wallowing, and it sold. This thing was barely on the website for probably an hour before I bought it. So for $750, I think it's a good deal. Now this is a bag, unlike the Galleria I opened for the last unboxing. I had seen this in person. After Jamie did hers, ironically, two of my department stores that sell the what comes around goes around items had these. And they were in really good condition, I will give them that, but they were expensive. They were like $1,500 because, as we know, what comes around goes around is a little bit pricey. And when you see the third unboxing, part 3, you're gonna hit the floor. Hopefully, assuming it's in really good shape like it said it was. But you're going to die when you find out what bag it was and what they were charging for it there. But I figured for $750, this was not bad. So let me know what you think below of bag number 2. I'm very excited about that one because I just love that style. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And for $1,600, I got these 2 gorgeous bags. Yes, I know, a year ago I probably could have spent $1,000 and got them both. but it is what it is. I think they're both in really good shape, and I am ecstatic to have these in my collection. Let me know what you guys think below. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for a review of that bag and a review of the Galleria. Any of these videos that are already available when I post will be down below. But also stay tuned for part 3 that will be coming up probably in 2 weeks from when you're seeing this. But at some point it will be there, and it is another unboxing. But that is it from Fashion File. This box is empty. Thanks guys, have a good day, bye.